Okay, David Octagon, good afternoon.
Afternoon, Paul. Afternoon, listeners out there. Afternoon, Cherry.
Yeah, afternoon, everyone. Here we are. It's a nice winter's day with Mansfield versus Benalla. So it's been going for about a couple of minutes, and Mansfield just gone forward again. So Jamie Sheen had a kick a goal a minute ago, and that's been gone through for a point as well. So score would be, I think,
2 points. Tom German has kicked a point as well, and that point on the board to Guy Goat Murray back in for his first senior game.
Over you, David.
And Benalla kicked the ball in from full-back towards the left half-back flank. A host of players see the ball go over the boundary line right in front of the can bar there. Members side of the ground. In the ruck for Benalla, we've got James Marchbank and Howes. Marchbank gets the tap out, but no Benalla player able to get away with the clearance. It'll sock off the ground towards Benalla's goal, and a host of Eagles in there. They're flicking the ball around with handball. Benalla got it now through Warnock. His handball's chopped off. Very scrappy footy. Members wing. And the ball's pushed over towards the boundary line. A host of players there. No one able to get a clear possession, and it's forced out of bounds.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of that today, David. It's been sort of slippery, and we've just had a shower of rain, which is now clearing up a little bit, but it's going to be one of those days where you're just going to keep it. Any way you can get it forward, that's the way to go. So the umpire throws the ball in, Dave.
And Marchbank in, actually behind House. House directed the ball down, looking for German. Fires out a handball to Guy, but he's tackled. Now Bartlett kick around the corner towards half forward. Mansfield player under the ball.
Nice off
Lovely
hands.
little pick up there, and is that kick in towards the pocket from Gallagher, was it? No, German, another behind.
Just skill there. Great to see. That's what we saw a couple of weeks ago, where he's just ability to run. So he's obviously got his run back today. Kick out from full back by the Benalla player, picked off by Marks. Short pass, hasn't gone very far, not far enough obviously. Your players jumping on each other. Comes off hands, pumped out by the Benalla player there. Morgan punches it forward. Picked up by 13 from Mansfield. Reekers handball to Al Bennett, who's playing today. Bennett spins around, knocks it out. Picked off the pack by number 2 in Benalla, who can't pick it up. Oh, Judas, a cake of soap at the moment. And then a Benalla player, number 28, gets a kick out of the pack, Dave.
Uber gang goes towards left half forward, but Mansfield player there to defend. Forces the ball out of over the boundary line and out of play. Centre wing, members side off the ground. And a little shower of rain earlier, but it's quite fine at the moment, although rather chilly, about 6 or 7 degrees here in Mansfield this afternoon.
Umpire throws the ball in. There's Marchbank against House, off hands, picked up by young Al Bennett. No, 15. That was Lockie Christopher, sorry. Handball, and they take it over the boundary line there in front of our Mansfield club rooms, David.
Yeah, Al Bennett having his first run in the seniors, as is Guy the Goat Murray up from the 2s. Been prolific down there in the reserve, so good to see Guy getting a run as well. So the ball is directed down in front of the pack. Mansfield just pushing the ball forward. Little handball comes out to Bartlett. Bartlett goes short inside attacking 50. Good mark.
Nice
Ben
mark.
Fagan gets a push, but he's taken the mark, and he'll have a shot from goal. 40 metres out directly in front.
A quick story about Bartlett, David, you told me this week.
Yes. Yeah,
connections.
Yes.
We are interstate famous. We're famous in, was it South Australia?
In South Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ryan's dad, who lives in Keith, whose name is Paul.
Oh dear.
Listens to our coverage to find out how Ryan's going as Ben Fagan comes in and slots the goal.
Good start.
Good start. The Eagles' first goal on the board.
And the score at the 5-minute mark of the first quarter sees Mansfield 1-3, 9 points, leading Benalla Saints 0.
Henry the third goal.
That's right.
Well
Scored
done.
with you by
He's
Henry
next door. He's next door.
Actually, I can see him as we speak now.
Yeah.
Yes.
We might get him in later on.
Rather comfortable with himself.
We'll get him in and get him to talk some stuff.
Some of his
Stuff.
talk about his business.
Yeah.
So if you're out there, Paul in Keith, hope you're enjoying the call of the game.
Good on you, mate.
Your young fella there was directly involved. Score assist, I think they call that, Cheery.
Score off hands, picked up by 24 from Benalla. They all jump on each other. Guy Murray, oh nice, Guy Murray pops it on his boot. A lofty kick to centre half forward. Jamie Sheen goes to ground, and a nice mark by the Benalla player there. Almost 25 out from our Mansfield's goal. He number 6, he goes out wide, which is Tom Bennett. Good player, Tom Bennett. Handball to Morgan from Benalla. Quick left footer along the boundary line. Picked up well by 21 in Allen. Allen takes it inboard, can't pick it up. Picked up again by the player there, couldn't see who that is. 28 off the Benalla, picks it up again. Martin comes wide to Webster. Webster's on the true half forward flank. Slips over number 32 from Benalla. Can't grab the ball. Pops it up. Taken by Lachlan Thompson. No, he couldn't pick it up off the ground. You got a sharp little shooter there in number 18, which is McDonald. Tapped over towards right in front of us here, Dave.
Kick goes towards half forward. Bennett couldn't control the ball, and coming through, Gallagher picks it up. Handball's out the back, looking for a teammate. Bennett's got it. He goes backward. Carswell with a right foot drop punt to centre wing. Reek is in the van here for Mansfield. The ball spills over the back to Howes. Howes ducks the head, picks the ball up. Umpire says too high. Yep. And Howes has got the free kick. Plays on immediately. Goes straight to full forward looking for Fagan. He's pushed under the ball, umpire. And he's going to get a free kick.
No, going to pay the advantage. Come on, umpire. Running into goal. The ball.
It was a bit of a tunnel, actually, there. He's just explained to the Mansfield players why it wasn't advantage. But Ben Fagan's going to have a shot. He's 40 metres out.
Jamie Sheen, yes, I understand, sir.
Yes, I'm sure that's what he said.
Yep.
Forwards that.
All right, so Fagan, probably around about 45 out by the time he lets go. It hasn't started the last few weeks. He's kicked quite a few points before he straightened up, but not today. Straight over the hat.
Oh, well done, Ben Fagan.
Henry III.
Henry III says 2-3, 15 Mansfield to Benalla, yet to score.
I'll come and do your poo.
Oh, sorry.
I'm coming and I'll do your poo. That's what
he said.
Henry III says.
Okay, yeah, right, he does. Well, sometimes he says it.
Yeah.
It's a very bright start from the Mansfield Eagles, and they've started well the last couple of games we've broadcast to you, so hopefully they can keep it going today. They were disappointed with their efforts last week after a good first quarter, so nice to see the boys getting off on the right foot today. Bit of a delay here as the ball comes back in from the road.
Just moving the ball nice and along, David, not mucking around too much, whereas Benalla was tended to go a bit short. And these conditions, you just got to move it forward, particularly early, because we might have some rain later on, maybe.
So we're about 10 minutes into the first quarter here, and but Mansfield get the ruck bounce. Oh, lovely Davies with the barrel from the centre, goes towards full forward. Fagan flies, couldn't get the ball. It's on the deck, 20 metres out from goal. Stacks on the mill there. The umpire says, "I'll ball it up." Mansfield attacking to the Mount Buller end.
I think in that situation there, Dave, Jamie's better to row over the pack rather than be the player that's going to go for the fly. So he's not tall enough to be going for the big grab. So both markmen. Howes down. Out by Luke Morgan from Benalla. Kick out wide here. 32 in Marcus O'Brien's got the kick. Comes off the half-back flank, puts it towards centre wing. Punch from behind, and Nari Damasi's had his hand on his on Nick Warnock's shoulder. So Warnock's got the ball here. Yep, centre wing right in front of us at the broadcast box. And I don't think Tony was too happy with that decision there. I don't think he was.
Walsh flies in front, but he goes to two-fisted spoil and marks it, roving the pack. Fires out a handball looking for number 11 there in Carswell, but the ball goes over the boundary line and out of bounds. So it's just attacking side of centre wing for Benalla. See, David, on this side of the pack, they've got Benalla players. Oh, that's better. We've manned up a bit better. And the ball's on the deck. And Ashraf Davies tackled to the ground immediately. No prior opportunity, so we'll get another ball up. And in the ruck for Benalla, looks like Uber Gang might be doing a bit of ruck work here. There he goes against Scotty Marwick. The ball comes down to Guy Murray, goes through the middle of the pack. Little toe poke from Nation to Fagan. Fagan goes inside attacking 50. And Howes is there. He's tracking the ball back towards centre half forward. Lovely pick up from Christopher. Goes towards Sheen at full forward. He'll mark it. Good. Plays on and goals. Well done, Eagles. Good work. Goal for Henry III. Good attacking footy.
Yes, 3-3-21 Mansfield, and Benalla still yet to score. Scored with you by Henry III, who's just next door. And as Henry says, our business stinks, but it is picking up. Isn't that right, Henry?
Yeah, so if you need help there, you can contact your local liquid waste specialist, Tony Damasi.
Yep.
And we've got Tony's number there, Paul.
Yes.
0418 515 596.
Give him a ring right now.
So they're moving the ball really nicely, Mansfield at the moment, and going along, giving the forwards a good opportunity to be one out, which is seems to be working at the moment. And Benalla just taking on the hop here, Dave.
Yes, good body work there from Sheen in the full
Nice
forward
punch
position.
from Morgan.
Davies there for the Eagles. Up comes Walsh trying to get a clearance. Benalla player forces it forward towards the point of the square.
Oh, pick up.
Swooping on it now, and a lovely kick towards full forward. O'Brien. It's going to go through. Straight through from about 65 metres out, and that's the first goal to the Benalla Saints.
That was just skill, wasn't it?
Marcus O'Brien.
Yeah, well done.
So the full forward led out, and wet weather footy just ignored that, kicked it straight over his head, and it's skid straight through for a goal.
Yeah, so David, they just moved the ball really quick then, and you can see just a bit of class coming out there, how swiftly they move that out of the middle. So obviously they've readjusted a few things and got the ball in the right hands.
Rossi Brown's gone into the middle for the Eagles. Ashraf Davies in there. Ben Fagan doing his turn in the ruck. And up against Marchbank, no clearance yet, but Benalla player is tackled by a couple of Eagles, and there will be a ball up.
So,
and getting a bit of work on the headband there.
Yeah, so the coach from Benalla, Luke Morgan's just a couple of good important possessions here. Picked up nice by Lockie Christopher. Too high on the blind side for the umpire. Could say no, the other umpire off the ball has picked it up. So it's good umpiring. I mean, you know, he's a short hand by Christopher, long kick by Davies, true centre half forward. Pack flies, Dave.
Oh, geez. As German with the front and centre goes towards goal. It's a long kick. It's going to bounce towards bounce. Diving save. And stopped on the line. Oh, no.
Yes.
Yes, no, yes.
Yes, yes, no. No, no, yes. No.
Goal, Jamie Sheehan.
It's so exciting.
Golly gosh. Better explain that to you folks. There's a bit of a glue pot there in the goal square.
In the back of the dairy or something, and just trying to get a kick in the mud.
Where the cows have been going in for milking every day. The ball just stopped. The players going everywhere, and Jamie Sheen had 2 or 3 goes at it and finally got it through for a goal.
He certainly did, and that's Mansfield's fourth, so Mansfield now 4-3-27 leading Benalla 1 goal. 21 points of difference there.
It was like being at the World Cup, wasn't it? I mean, it's all struggling to kick the ball off the ground.
It was all happening.
Marchbank in the middle, flies high, gets a ruck tap out.
Nice tap.
And Rossi Brown gets there for Mansfield, gets ridden into the ground but no free kick. The umpire says, I'll ball it up. Benalla to force the ball forward about 5 metres from the centre circle. And Dunn in there as well, number 21. Marchbank over the top again, directs the ball down behind him, but there's no chance of a clearance from there.
Or too high.
Oh, well done, Davies forces the ball out towards the Eagles, but Benalla player chops it off. And I think there's a free kick off the ball here. Ben Fagan being dealt with while he was prone on the ground by a Benalla player. He's going to win a free kick for the Eagles.
Yeah, I'd rather him down forward, David, than playing in the ruck. So, but he goes straight up the middle to centre half forward. Off hands of most of Benalla players. Picked up nicely by Rekas. Rekas gets a handball out wide. Inboard again, Gardner. Here he is, the man who I got a lot of time for, which was
German.
Right
Right foot banana, but it was chopped off by a diving Benalla defender, so another point on the board to the Eagles. They come in quickly from full back, but they've missed the target. Ben Fagan there for Mansfield. Fires out a handball to no one in particular. Ball's on the ground. Sheen, handball back to Fagan. Fagan flying shot at goal. And it's just missed to the left-hand side. So they're peppering here, the Eagles, but not able to get through the big sticks.
4-5-29 Mansfield to 1 goal straight Benalla.
Final score B grade, fellows.
Go ahead, Keith.
We have B grade 52 Mansfield defeated Benalla 38.
Excellent. Well done, girls.
Yeah, well done. Well done, Keith. Well spotted.
Well done, Keith. Not from Keith, but Keith.
No.
Big fly there. It's like Walsh, but he couldn't take the mark. The ball's being flicked around there by the Eagles at half-back. A good tackle on a Benalla defender there, goes unrewarded. We force the ball inside 50, looking for Sheen again, but it's over his head and heading for the boundary line. Fagan tracks his opponent there and tackles him over the boundary line. So throw in, right forward pocket, about 20 metres around from the right point post.
Just need to keep this intensity going, David. They're just, you know, at the moment, Benalla are really shell-shocked. They just haven't got an answer at the moment.
Boundary umpire, it's a flat throw in. And the Eagles just force it towards the front of the goal square. No one able to get a clear position there. Very tough footy, hands and knees. Plenty of players around the ball. The umpire says I'll have to ball it up. So 20 metres out, directly in front. German on the bottom of the pack gives the ball back to the umpire. Dangerous position here. The Eagles with Howes in the ruck get the tap out, but Benalla defenders behind the pack get the clearance. They come towards centre wing now. Bartlett should mark
nice,
and does mark centre wing.
Patrick Marks swings on his right foot, puts it back to where it came from, basically right in front of the goals here, 10 metres out, comes off the pack, can't pick it up in there. The Benalla player all jumping on top of each other, and that was number 6 in Tom Bennett, and they've taken it over the boundary line. A throw in our forward pocket out front of the Sports First and Knoll Fire Station sign on the Mansfield Sporting Complex side of the ground, Dave.
Yep, right forward pocket. The Eagles are attacking relentlessly here. Be nice to get a couple of goals while they're on top. Howes in the ruck. Ball goes over the top. A little flick. The handball is cut off. Kick from Benalla goes just outside 50, and the mark's been paid out there. And they're through the middle of the ground they go towards centre wing now. Players fly. Is that a mark? Oh, lovely piece of work
nice
there from number 21 in Dunn. Dunn goes inside attacking 50. Getting back for Benalla. Can't control the ball and it goes over the boundary line right on the 50-metre arc. So they've gone from one side of the ground to the other there. Good pressure from Chris Gallagher.
And there's Lachlan Thompson from Benalla who took it over the boundary line. So we're on the half-forward flank for Benalla. Just in front of us here on the scoreboard side of the ground. Throw in off hands, picked up by Patrick Marks. He's grabbed onto, but with didn't have the possession of the ball. It's on the ground. Player stacks on the mill, popped out to Luke Borgum. Well done, quick hands, and kicked off the ground by that same player in Lachlan Thompson, number 23, over the boundary line, Dave.
No, 1 point.
No point.
Just snuck it inside the post. It was a bit World Cup-ish off the ground
Should
there.
have looked away, should I?
He just got a quick boot on it, and it's 1 point on the board to Benalla. Cardswell doing the kick in for the Eagles from full back. Looks towards the members' side of the ground. Nice right foot drop punt goes outside 50. One hand from Walsh. Host of players arrive now to try and contest the ball. It's on the deck, and can't see who's at the bottom of that pack, mate. The umpire says I'll ball it up. So 70 metres from the Benalla goal.
Not too sure. I think it was Lockie Christopher once again down the bottom there. Umpire throws the ball on the half-back flank, taken by 28. Didn't go. There's no kick there. Basically dropped the ball. Quick mark. Handball out to Luke Walsh. Luke Walsh pumps the ball to our half-forward flank. Jamie Sheehan from behind. Couldn't take it. Nice pick up, but Jamie Sheehan quick hands inboard, but taken over the line there.
So how's Jamie's ankle? It's come good.
Still attached to his foot.
Yes,
well.
very, very heavily strapped ankle. We thought he would miss 2 or 3 weeks, but he's just missed the 1 game, so good on him for getting up.
Yeah,
he's been prolific early, so hopefully he gets through the game okay.
Howes down short. Couldn't pick it up, German. Stacks on the mill. Going to see plenty of that today. And players... Well, it's good to see a young Al Bennett there on top of the ball as well.
Not a bad crowd over there, Adrian, given the cold conditions around the can bar. So good on you. There's plenty of room down here if you're interested in coming and watching the game. You can always get inside upstairs behind the glass.
David.
No, the Eagles go forward to centre half forward. Marwick can't complete the mark. Good ball from behind. Ball goes out there to Reekers. He goes back inside 50. Sheehan playing in front, marks on his chest. 40 metres out, 45-degree angle.
And this is the Jamie Sheehan football that we've all come to see at periods. He's just a brilliant, and when he's on fire, he's really hard to contain. At the moment, he's up and about, and he'll kick this. The last shot, he really struggled for distance, obviously with that right foot giving him a bit of a ankle problem. But he's going to come in, I'd say, probably 40. Coming in, Dave, in front of the Mansfield Sporting Complex.
Hit that one a little better. It's going close, just to the near side and through for a behind. But a better kick there from Jamie Sheehan. Looks like he's warmed up and certainly playing a significant role in the first quarter here for the Eagles.
And the score currently 4-6-30 Mansfield to 1 goal, 1-7 Benalla. Score brought to you by Henry III.
Nice kick in from full-back is marked at centre-half back by the skipper there, or the coach, sorry, Luke Morgan. Morgan looks towards the members' wing. Mansfield fly there in the middle of the pack.
Nation.
And Nation now goes on to the left boot, back inside the top of the square. Oh, nearly marked to Fagan, but it's out the back of the pack. And the Benalla defenders flick it around. Tom Bennett, kick out to the wing, and coming up and marking the ball on his chest.
28.
Benalla go forward now. This is the goal-kicking centreman done. He goes towards full forward, getting back there for the Eagles with a good defensive spoil. And over the boundary line, Ben Fagan working hard back there. I think that might have been.
Yeah, hopefully Mansfield can straighten up, David. 4-6, 10 shots to 3. Got to put them between the big sticks early, so could have had them really under the pump if we can just straighten up a little bit. So the umpire's going to throw the ball in right in front of the netball club rooms.
I think Chris Gallagher actually forced that ball over the boundary. It's another flat
throw
from the boundary umpire. And shortly umpire, we've got to be able to do it a little better than that. The field umpire is going over to have a chat now, and I think we are going to have another throw in.
Poor young kid, he just slipped out of his hands, I think.
So he's going to have another go. He's reloading. So
good boy.
Left half forward flank for the Benalla Saints. The ball goes over the top from the ruck contest. It's centre half forward now, ducking his head and going through there. Number 32.
Quick hands to
ball out to number 1.
Wolf.
Wolf goes to the pocket, but I think the umpire's bringing it back, is he? So no advantage paid. And it looks like it's going to be a free kick to O'Brien.
Yeah, and he's had a bit of it, O'Brien.
He has.
He's going to kick from centre half forward right inside
nice
the square.
lead.
Oh, nice chip pass.
That's Wade King.
And
King comes up and marks about 40 metres out. Not much angle to speak of. Number 39.
Yep.
Wade King. Well spotted, Paul. On the lead. There's plenty of room in front of him. They sort of left the 50 open for him, and he just charged out there, marked on his chest. He's coming in now, crossing the 50, kicking to the netball end. Right foot drop punt is high. Looks to be a little left.
Back. No, not enough.
No, over for up behind to King. And Benalla get another point on the board.
So they 22 points behind Mansfield now. Mansfield 4-6-30 to Benalla 1-2-8.
Bit of a let off there, David. Would have shut the game a little bit more, but couldn't get it. So Caswell kicks it to his half-forward flank, picked off the pack by German, keeps it in front of himself, picked up by Christopher. Good hands to Nation. Nation couldn't get the kick on. All players jump on, flipped out by Al Bennett. And again, he's at it again. But
centre of the ground. They forced the ball into the middle of the ground there, at least the Eagles. And Rossi Brown picks himself up, gives the ball back to the umpire, who throws it up. So right in the middle of the rec reserve, little kick from number 27 from Benalla. Ryan was chopped off. Ball's on the deck. They force it out towards the wing. Scrappy footy. Mansfield go looking for a free player, but he's tackled immediately. And Benalla look like they're going to get away with it here. They force it towards left half forward. Is it going to go over the boundary line? Yes, it does, in front of Jaden Howes.
I like the look of this Bailey McDonald, number 18, with the headband, David, from Benalla. Seems to go okay.
Hard at it. Another flat throw in. The umpire just lets this one go. No, we're going to do it again. Doesn't like it. It's a bit of an issue at GV games that we've seen this year. It's only he's just a young fella out there doing his bit. So has another go. Tosses it back in. That's a better effort. Goes straight over the top of the ruckman this time. And Guy Murray nearly ran onto the ball at the back.
Oh, strong from the Benalla player, number 2.
Yeah, Welsh gets the ball out. There's a good tackle out there applied by a Mansfield player, goes unrewarded, and it goes over the boundary line in front of Luke Walsh for a throw-in.
28-minute mark, first quarter.
Left half. Well, the game started early, Paul.
That's right.
7 minutes early.
That's right.
Well, there's going to be a protest.
Okay, right in front of the swimming complex.
Keith.
Umpire throws the ball in, off hands over the back. Picked up by Lockie Christopher. He didn't have the ball and got taken to ground. Wrapped up again. Lockie rebounds again. A good tackle on the Benalla player, and the umpire will throw the ball up. So we're right on the centre half back position. Mansfield centre half back throws it up. Howes managed to go late and get the ball. I don't know, Lockie Christopher, how many times is he going to be on the bottom of the pack here?
Yeah, he's doing very well
fantastic.
playing on ball this week. Lockie Christopher gets dragged down. Might have a job on one of the Benalla midfielders. He's going very well himself so far. Benalla forced the ball towards centre half forward. Fired out a handball. Lovely little handball too. Running through there. The Benalla boys force it out. But Howes is there. He's got a handball over the top to Gallagher. There goes the siren for quarter time. Chrissy Gallagher's got the ball tucked under his arm. He gives it back to the umpire. Good start from the Eagle.
Score at the moment is 4-6-30 to 1-2-8.
Yeah, really.
So off the wood, there goes the siren to kick off the second quarter. Up it goes in the middle of the ground. Howes in the ruck against Marchbank, who gets the tap out. Quick kick off the ground by Morgan, goes to centre half forward, but no mark taken. Battling hard there for the Eagles is Walsh. He gives a handball out to Marks. Marks to German. German comes towards the wing. Allen leading up. Marks on his chest. Well done. Got a player inside. He ignores that. And he goes towards Scotty Marwick, but the ball's on the deck now. Picks it up. Handball off. Davies pulls the kick towards Sheehan, who's playing in front. No free kick from the umpire. Rossi Brown in the pocket. He goes for a very short kick. It's chopped off by Benalla there. Number 26 in Blackburn gets the kick. And he goes straight out to the opposite wing. Members side of the ground.
Marcus O'Brien on the
O'Brien on the burst goes to half forward.
That was Kingy, actually.
Howes back there for the Eagles gets a spoil in. The ball is forced towards the pocket, and it actually hits the point post. It goes out of bounds. So end-to-end footy from Benalla.
Joel Sanford, though, is he today?
Not playing. I believe he's got bushranger duties again. Yes. So and young Will Foster's missing as well. So a few players missing for the Eagles. The boundary umpire throws the ball back in, another flat throw in the pocket, and central umpire says we're going to do it all again, does he, or does he pay a free kick to Benalla? So there's a lot of... No, it's a free kick to Mansfield. A lot of pointing going on out there.
He waved his arms about like a windmill, so it was a bit hard to work out which way he was going, but it's a free kick to Caswell, who's going to go down to the coach's box side again in front of the can bar. Nice mark there by Davies, who's started and finished, continuing in the form from last week. Pops it out to right in front of the coach box, and a sliding mark, but he couldn't take it, is young Lockie Christopher. So another boundary throw in right in front of the club rooms, David.
Yeah, just the defensive side of centre wing, members side of the ground. Good crowd around the can bar over there. Ball misses both ruckmen. It's on the deck and spinning out of trouble. Welsh, but he's tackled. No free kick. Morgan's nice hands again. Benalla go forward through Bennett to the half-forward flank, but it's wide and out of bounds, 45 metres from goal.
He's a good leader, David. Someone had to stand up right at the start of the game. He did the clearance, the first clearance from the middle, and he's involved twice here in quick hands. So, he's leading by example as a coach.
And back it comes into play. Warnock almost uncontested there. Nearly German gets the clearance. Ball's pinging around in the pack. It comes to number 6. He goes quickly inside. Tom Bennett, and the mark has been taken by, it might be Morgan, is it?
Yeah, Luke Morgan.
Morgan's got it, 40 metres out. Tightish sort of angle. He'll be kicking from in front of the can bar. In he comes. Kick on the way now. It's high, and it's to the narrow side. And it's out of bounds on the full. Disappointing result there for the Benalla coach.
Okay, so yeah, David, he's, like I said, he's leading from by example, and he's just come out, and that would have been his 4th or 5th position in terms of hands or kicks, and we're only just been going barely 2 or 3 minutes, so he's certainly leading the charge. They can't find the footy, someone's taken it home, so we've got a bit of a lull here for the moment. So anyway, we were saying earlier, David, we do have connections in South Australia. So Paul, who lives in Keith,
that's
in
right.
South Australia, who's
Paul Bartlett.
Paul Bartlett, hello to you.
Yes.
And anyone else who might be listening to the radio this afternoon, and good place to be by the fire listening to the radio. I hope we're painting a picture for you. So we're going to kick it in Caswell.
Long goes towards the members side of the ground. Plenty of players up there, but no one can complete the mark.
Tell you what, number 15, Brodie Webster, would have got his snow on his head. He was that high.
The snow falling on Mount Buller. They've had plenty of snow the last few days, so the ski season will kick off in earnest.
Down to 600 days, eh?
Yes. About 6 or 7 degrees here in Mansfield.
Beautiful day.
It actually feels like -4.
Feels like -4.
Number 2 in Chris Welsh spins out of the pack, couldn't get it out and got pinged. Hold the ball, and Patrick Marks has got the footy. No. Umpire's changed his mind.
Oh, no prior opportunity. He's going to ball it up.
Oh, I don't know about that.
So Welsh has tried that a couple of times, that manoeuvre, and can't get away with it. Christopher there. He's tackled, gang tackled there by 2 Benalla players, and we'll get a ball up just outside attacking 50. Benalla right half forward flank, and umpire tosses it into the sky. Howes gets the tap out on that occasion. No clearance yet, and in there working hard is Welsh again for Benalla.
Very strong.
Christopher for the Eagles. And Christopher's gone to Welsh. So it's a big battle inside there, 2 inside mids. And another ball upcoming. Point of the centre square.
Housy's doing a good job in the ruck here, considering the other guy's taller or seems to be jumping early, but Housy's just planting the ground. That time the Benalla player did get it out. Picked off the pack, short hands to Davies. Davies short hands again. Nation to German on the right foot there to half forward flank from Mansfield. Off the ground by Jamie Sheehan. Players go at it. Allen can't pick it up. Picked up by the Benalla player.
Oh, free kick, whistle.
That's not bad. Ooh. And then again, David, that's the second umpire who's keeping on. It's good to see that he's keeping on things from behind the play, because that wasn't on the ball, and it's young Allen, isn't it?
I think it is Dan Allen out there.
Yeah, about 45 out. Pops it right in front of the square, in front.
Oh, that's a Mansfield mark, is it? No, he's paid it to the Benalla.
Behind, you've got to be joking me.
Oh,
well, Tom Bennett's got the kick there. About 15 metres out, he's going to go out to the swimming pool side of the ground to a bunch of players over the top, and the captain and coach in Luke Morgan's got the ball on the half-forward flank for Benalla, half-back flank for Benalla. He pops it up in the air. Nice fly by the Benalla player, number 21 there, who couldn't take it. And the umpire and the players will take it over, and the umpire says, give it to me, and we'll
a bit of a change from last week. Anything right, that's the same front, usually got the mark.
Boundary umpire going to throw it in. Centre wing, members side of the ground. Scotty Marwick in the ruck. Ball goes over the top of both ruckmen.
Tossed out.
Oh, Mansfield looked to get a clearance. Player dragged down without the ball. We'll get a free kick for the Eagles. And that might be Guy Murray, is it? Or
no, it's German.
German again.
Lucky to get that, because we just tossed it out.
So German's got it. Defensive side of centre wing. He looks to the left half forward flank. And a Benalla player flies from behind there, forces the ball towards the boundary line. And I think that might be number 25. Blackburn, was it? 26.
Started so well, David, about playing in front in the first quarter, and now we've gone back to, being second to the footy across the half-forward line, and then they're just coming over the back and coming past and punching the ball away. So we've got to just get in front and be first to the footy.
Very stop-start this quarter of the football, and number 26, Blackburn from Benalla, forces the ball back to the boundary line, so it'll be another throw-in.
Slowed the game down, Benalla here. They just cutting our run off, so a lot more stoppages.
And the boundary umpire does a good job that time, gets it up nice and high. Marwick, the ball goes out the back. There he is, number 22, Welsh trying to get a clearance. His kick is smothered. Bennett looks inside, back to Morgan. Morgan with a bit of a torpedo to half forward, and a nice mark in front there by Warnock. Warnock goes immediately to full forward. There's a Benalla player all by himself in the square. Number 23 has marked Thompson, and he will kick from point blank range. The goal umpires, the field umpire's just gone into the glue pot there and says, right from here, mate.
Yep.
So should be a goal here to Benalla. 23 just pops it through for a goal.
Like we said, David, that's just like being in the dairy, that little area there. Just nice chopped up mud, and he just pops it through.
And at the 8-minute mark of the second quarter sees Mansfield 4-6-30 leading Benalla 2-2-14. Scoreboard to you by Henry III. And as Henry says, your poo is our bread and butter.
Good on you, Henry.
Well done, Tone.
Yeah, Tone will come and visit and do the job at your place. And just, what's his phone number, boys?
Oh,
quick.
It's 0418 515 596.
Good stuff.
So, first goal of the quarter to Benalla. It's taken 8 minutes.
Once again, Morgan forces the ball forward.
Yeah. In the middle, it's Guy Murray.
Oh, well done, Guy.
Nice little one-handed take away there. then he goes with the high drop punt to centre half forward. All Eagles players from behind. The ball's on the deck. No one can take the mark. Sheehan tries to get out with a handball, but Benalla have chopped it off at centre half back, and number 6 there with a nice little kick. Bennett having a very good game, goes into the middle. Morgan again from the centre, goes long to a one-on-one at full forward. Ball goes over the back of the pack, nicely picked up by Warnock, and back down there will be Gallagher, hands and knees. I imagine that is at the bottom of the pack, and he's fought a draw. So I thought you had to make contact by hand or by foot. Yes. With the footy, not just drop it, but Warnock certainly let it go there. But the umpire's going to throw it in right near the point post, about 10 metres out. Players jump on it. Oh, they're forcing it forward, and I think O'Brien's it. Number 32. Yeah, O'Brien just kicks it off the ground, and I think has he got a point or a goal? There's a bit of a score review. Score review or something going on here. No, it is a goal. Goal to Marcus O'Brien, number 32.
And sees the score now. Benalla trailing by 10 points. Mansfield 4-6-30 to Benalla 3-2-20.
Well, you've seen a bit of a change here in the way Benalla's playing the game. They've obviously tried to tighten up things, slow it down, and then when they get possession, they move it quick rather than sort of chasing Mansfield as they did in the first quarter there. So a bit of a change in the way the game's been played, and I think we're going to have to make a few decisions here because Morgan's having a bit of a field day, along with number 2 in Chris Walsh in the middle, giving us a hard
Tom Bennett providing plenty of drive as well. There he goes through the middle. Bennett, he goes towards half forward. Benalla player leads out in front, but he can't get there in Warnock. Coming through there is... not sure who that was in the back pocket, but he forces the ball over the boundary line and out of bounds. Yes, it might be. In the long sleeve, yes.
Must be Cole.
And throw in, 45 metres from the Benalla goal. Members side of the ground. Ball's directed to the back of the pack there by Blackburn. Marchbank, quick kick, across the face, and it bounces and will go out of bounds, left forward pocket.
No good signs here, David. They're just clearing it every time from any stoppage or bounce from the middle or around the ground at the moment, and we just got to shut them down because they're just running in, and even the kick off the ground goal and stuff like that. So here's to 32 again. He's going to do the same thing. He's just hanging out there, and they'll come running through. There he is. No, it's 11 this time. That's about the third time they've done that. David just picked it off the pack, and he unfortunately his kick just, or fortunately for Mansfield, rolls over the.
Martinello there with a little quick shot at goal, sneaky shot at goal, but it went out of bounds in the left pocket, just a metre or two from the point post. So. Near the Memorial Gates, the ball comes spinning back into play. Marwick directs the ball down, but there's plenty of Benalla players there to chop it off. Ball comes out the back of the pack. Davies, there's a whistle, and looks like a Benalla free kick. And again, it's the non-controlling umpire involved. And it's a free kick to Benalla. It is number 28, Uber Gang.
Yeah, we couldn't see that. It was almost... The last couple of minutes here is almost which Benalla player is going to get the footy out of the pack because they've just been running through. And a bit of panic there, I think. We just grabbed the bloke without a play and he's put that straight through on the left-hand side of the goal for a point.
So he had a shot from about 25 metres out there, and not much angle to speak of, but he pulled it straight off the boot.
9 points at Evans now. Mansfield 4-6-30 to Benalla 3-3-21.
It's a bit of a pattern developing here, Chewy. Let's hope that the boys can steady and get the answering goal. Comes in from full back. Looks like Howes out there. Number 1 with the long sleeves. Jaden Howes in the back pocket. Says, I'm going to go long. He does go long. Gets the ball outside 50. Big fly there from Warnock. Classy mark. Right half forward. He looks inside 50. There's a lot of players there, so he pops it up high. Plenty of Mansfield players there. Marks couldn't complete the mark. The ball's on the deck to Marcy. Little fist in there from Howes. Goes to Marks. Marks fires out the handball. And Ben Fagan working down there. Rossi Brown, Al Bennett. Al Bennett to the wing. Ball goes over the back of the pack, but it doesn't go out of play. Yes, it does. So good work from the Eagles. They forced it to centre wing members' side.
And the Benalla players forcing us to go slow and kick up to packs, which is right up their alley, and they're just punching the ball away. So we've got to get back to they're running the footy.
And it comes, centre wing position. Marchbank in front, directs the ball down to the front of the pack. There's plenty of players there to prevent a stoppage. And number 30 there for the Eagles, Tommy Gardner, gives the ball back to the umpire.
So we got Bongo in the ruck there. Big quick kick by the Benalla player right in front of our rooms. Nice
mark there. Dean Carswell, yeah.
He's going to come back towards the middle of the ground. Puts it inside the square. Jamie Sheehan holding on, been held on to. Couldn't get the footy. A couple of quick handballs by Benalla. And that's a big long kick by the Benalla player there and picked off the back there by Patrick Marks, who reads it better than the other players. He goes short. True centre half back. Oh, dangerous kick. Punched away from Rossi Brown, but he picks it up. Whacks it on his right foot. Bit of a dinky kick. But Guy Murray Marks nearly on the centre circle. A wobbly old tumbly kick.
The tumble punt goes to half forward. Ben Fagan doing well for the Eagles, gets there first, and it's going to be locked up right on the 50, and so just almost inside attacking 50 for the Eagles.
This is a good example just then how they went short and were able to move the ball forward and get away from this big long kick stuff.
Davies, lovely,
of the pack.
Lovely clearance. He has a flying shot towards goal. Is it going to go through? I think that's a goal.
That was good play by Howes there, the ruckman, who just really basically shepherded the ball through.
And the Benalla fullback is appealing. He reckons he was shepherded off the ball.
Sausage roll.
That's a goal.
Indeed it was.
And the umpire says, too bad, son.
Yep.
It's a goal.
Cop that. Mansfield 5-6-36 leading Benalla 3-3-21, and that's their first score for the quarter, actually.
That was a really good play to, just to have the presence there to think, well, this is going to skid through and just keep forcing the player back.
Well done, Jacob Howes.
Well done.
Great stuff.
Excellent.
So Marchbank will do the ruck duties for Benalla in the middle. And Fagan for the Eagles. He's almost got the clearance there, Fagan. His kick was smothered. That's a high tackle there. It might be Damasi coming up from the back line, winning a free kick inside the centre square.
Handballs it.
Handballs it straight to Marks, who goes onto the left foot. Looks out towards the wing. Oh, lovely mark in front there.
He's having a great game, Castle, isn't he?
Yes, he's playing well. And kick goes to half forward.
Classy kick.
Nearly Guy Murray there, the aerial specialist.
Short hands.
Rikas fires out a handball. Tommy Gardner goes in towards full forward. Oh, great defensive spoil from Benalla.
That's Blackburn.
Blackburn,
That was a really athletic punch. Got a lot of height there.
Hit the point post, so it'll be a throw in.
But again, David, moving the ball quick. We're putting them under pressure.
And right forward pocket. Boundary umpire tosses the ball back into the sky. It's a good effort. The ruckman will contest about 15 metres out. But now I'll be happy to get a repeat stoppage here. And they take it over the boundary line for another throw-in.
Golf club end of the ground. How's the golf going, Dave?
Golf, there wouldn't be too many people playing golf today, mate.
Oh, how's your golf going?
My golf's going okay, yes, going okay. Getting the handicap down slowly. Back it comes in, right forward pocket. Howes gets to the front. He directs the ball down, looking for Brown, I think it might be, but plenty of Benalla players there to tie him up. Howes picks the ball up, gang tackled, so we'll have a ball up. So this is good effort from the Eagles to lock the ball in there, attacking 50. Still in the right forward pocket. Ben Fagan throws the ball back at the umpire while he was bending down, doing up his socks and hit him in the head.
So Jacob Howes, he's really playing fantastic footy. He's really you love the way he's going about. Oh, that's a free kick, isn't it, umpire?
Surely, one way or the other.
Morgan, bit of a sky ball, comes out this side of the ground. Nice mark there. That's not Allen. Who's that? Tommy Gardner. He goes short. I didn't like this kick at all.
Rikas flies. Not quite a mark. Benalla running from centre half back. Oh, lovely tackle on Nick Warnock, and Jack Nation should get the free kick. He does. Great tackle, young fella.
Warnock is remonstrating.
What a surprise. Nation goes into half forward and getting back there defensively. Tom Bennett, who's playing a fantastic game for the Saints, gets the ball over the boundary line, and there was nearly a certain mark there to Ben Fagan.
Okay, so the boundary umpire throw it in right in front of the netball club change rooms. Nice new rooms too, David. They are. Well, not so new now, but they look good. Throwing him, and everyone jumps on each other, and he's just pinged a free kick here, the umpire. wasn't a lot in it, but it goes to 28, is it? No, it goes to Morgan, the captain coach. Pings the ball up to the wing, true wing position. Kicked off the ground by a Benalla player. Gallagher, bit of a half torpedo, not a great kick really. Need to get some more air in it, and the ball comes out here to number 2 in. That's at Welsh, who's had a good start to the game in the first half. Not such a good kick off hands, Lockie Christopher. Nice pick up by that man in Bennett.
Classy player.
How easy did he do that?
Oh, that's a lovely goal.
He's a good player.
Picked it up about 65, ran inside 50, steadied and kicked a beautiful goal. Tom Bennett.
9 points the difference now. Mansfield 5-6-36 to Benalla 4-3-27. Scoreboard to you by Henry III.
Yeah, well done, Tom Bennett, and he's local for Benalla.
Getting their goals a bit easy for my liking, mate, unfortunately.
Yeah, they're quite. They just and it's the same players. It's either that number 2 in Walsh or Luke Morgan, the coach, who just managed to get it, or Bennett, and the 3 of them are having a bit of a field day at the moment, bit of a patch.
Very sad news at the Docklands this afternoon, so might be a couple of memberships going in the microwave at the moment. It's Fremantle 71, 77 to Carlton 7.
Oh dear.
Oh, it's all 7s.
Yes.
Yeah, that's lucky.
Good number. That's my lucky number.
Yeah.
Nice kick by Lockie Christopher. He comes out wide here. And come on, umpire. He's only a young kid.
That's 50 metres.
Yeah, that's not.
Fair enough too.
Yeah, that's not. That's not
on Charlie Morrison. It was number 10.
Not suitable for this standard of footy in this league.
No.
So Allen was cleaned up after he clearly marked the ball, and the umpires
wide open,
march into the goal square. So it'll be a goal.
That could have worked. It could have been a lot worse than it actually.
The young fella's up on his feet, thankfully. And Dan Allen shouldn't have too many troubles slotting this one through if he can see clearly.
Well,
let's hope he can.
Looks like he's okay, but.
And it's a goal.
Well done, young kid.
So good to see the Eagles getting down there to get around him and give his opponent a little bit of a verbal at the same time. So a good goal there to the Eagles.
And the 20-minute mark sees Mansfield now 6-6-42 to 4-3-27 Benalla.
All right, so yeah, we're just back in it again. Like we said, the last goal, the Benalla kick, we thought, gee, they're starting to storm a little bit, but this is just a little bit of a buffer and just to keep things rolling along a little bit. But yeah, you're going to have a look at Bennett and Morgan and 21, who's
Jamie Dunn.
Jamie Dunn.
Yeah, and they've swung Ubergang into the ruck. But he's beaten by Fagan, who directs the ball down. No Mansfield play can get their hands on it. Al Bennett for Mansfield goes in, hands and knees, fires it out looking for Murray. Murray can't get through, but Fagan can on the left foot. He goes to centre half forward. Sheehan playing in front, and great work from Benalla. And there goes number 10, Morrison. The kick to the wing, little push out there on He's demonstrating with the umpire out there. He's made his decision. Carswell goes to half forward and strong back out
well,
there.
at least he's been consistent, David, around, you know, it might be a little bit touchy, but he's been consistent with it. You can't hold each other when you're going for the ball.
Gallagher fires a handball. And we go inside attacking 50 again. Howes at the front, but he can't get there. Plenty of Benalla players at the back of the pack. And number 27 there defending stoutly. Ryan goes to half back.
Nice punch.
And the ball's on the deck out there. Good tackle. But they've flicked the ball around. Benalla done involved.
Dropping the ball.
Umpire. He put the whistle away all of a sudden. Damasi gets a quick kick inside attacking 50. Sheehan there trying to get the ball. And there's about 10 Benalla players working back there in the pocket. And they keep the ball in play, kick a ball straight back there. There should be a wall of Mansfield players, but we've dropped the mark. And it's on the dead center wing position with Gallagher to Marks. Marks runs onto his left foot, goes towards half forward. It's wide, but a mark taken by Davies.
So he's on the half forward flank just on the 50. Oh, no, he's played against him, has he? No, he's got Brady's the wrong way. Davies, bit of a loopy sort of kick. Centre half forward, Sheen in front. No, it wasn't. It was
Guy
Murray. Quick kick by the Benalla player. Bartlett can't pick it up. Short hands. Picked up by Jaden Howes. Short back to Bartlett. Bartlett out to Nation. Nation will go to Lockie Christopher. They're going round, backwards to finally to Gallagher, who's another kick, which is just a sky ball. And
nearly
no mark by German. taken down. Everyone's jumping. Pretty ordinary football at this point in time.
Yes, it is. The umpire's circling. Holding the ball. It's going towards Benalla's centre wing, members side. King with a high right foot drop punt. And almost a mark there to number 23. Mark spoils him at the last moment. The ball's on the deck out there. Nation with a handball to Sheen, who's got Akers in front of him. He flicks the ball back inside. Good running from Brown. Brown goes to half forward, but it's all Benalla back there. And they didn't spoil each other. And the mark has been taken at centre half back. Swing the ball out towards the press box side of the ground. And on defensive 50, the mark has been taken. Welsh got a player out here, number 35, all on his own. Johnson.
Levy.
No, Johnson, number 35. He goes short. Jordan Wolf, a centre wing, right in front of us here. Press box side. He goes to half forward. Players shielding their eyes from the sun.
It's a free kick.
And Walsh just plays on. Look at that, lovely kick towards Sheehan.
No, don't wait. Oh, how about the back of the head?
Right, Adrian, he saw that. So free kick to Jamie Sheehan right in the middle of the ground.
A bit of panic here by Benalla just in the last couple of minutes, David.
Yes. Jamie Sheehan's got loose players out here in front of us. He comes out to Bennett. Bennett takes the mark. And he wants the players to come up towards him. He goes now to Howes, who's made good position. Will he mark it to half forward? He does.
Well done.
Second attempt.
Oh,
dear, oh dear.
Well, there you go, David.
It was a mark. He was just going back off the mark, then was tackled. It should have been 50 metres, if anything.
This guy, this umpire here, is just the last couple of minutes, he's lost a bit of a plot here.
Howes in front, can't get the ruck tup out.
Hasn't got it.
Almost a free kick again. Sheehan over the top, and good tackle there by Chris Welsh. We'll have a ball up. Right in front of the sponsors box here. Press box side of the ground. That's a free kick to Howes, surely, umpire. Yeah. And yes, it is. It's going to be an Eagles free kick.
Here we go, Tony's. that's the poo man in there. He's just giving him a fair ball. So anyway, good tackle by Allen. Picked up again by the Mansfield player, and they're all stacks on the middle. And back in the same spot it's been for about the last 30 seconds, and the same umpire is going to ball it up again. So hopefully we're going to get a replay. It's like Armageddon, isn't it? What's that movie, you know, Groundhog Day. Here we go. Can't pick it up in German. No one can. Davies. And they're all going to stack on the middle. And it's going to be what? In the same spot again.
Yeah, this is about the fifth ball up here. 60 metres out. Right half forward for the Eagles. Howes in front. No free kick on. German gets a quick kick forward. Inside 50.
Oh, well done, Allen.
He goes to Sheehan.
Davies.
Right foot snap is to the narrow side.
Good clearance.
And a point to the Eagles.
Half time at the netball, fellows.
Yes.
Mansfield 16 and Benalla 13.
Oh, go girls.
Very tight, low-scoring affair over there on court number 1. So Benalla from full-back. Got a player out wide here, all on his own, number 2, Welsh. And he has got the ball and kicked it to the wing, but there goes the siren for half-time. And we'll give the score, please, Paul.
Indeed, and at half-time, Mansfield 6-7-43, leading Benalla 4-3-27, 16 points.
Yeah, good game, David. Yeah, they've played in the twos and very happy with themselves, they are.
There goes the siren to kick off the third quarter action here. And Eagles with a handy lead, need to consolidate. And Warnock clearance. Lovely clearance there from Welsh. Goes straight down the middle of the ground. Marks couldn't complete the mark at centre half back. Ball's on the deck. Fighting on hard. Goes to Carswell back there for the Eagles. Number 11 swoops on the ball. Gives the handball out looking for DeMarcy. But it goes over the boundary line. 40 metres out. Left pocket for
Nick Warnock really struggling here with a foot injury. Gets up, but... Yeah, didn't look too good at all.
That wouldn't be, it'd be a worrying
sign for Benalla.
Situation at Benalla. Anyway, the boundary umpire throws the ball back in, 40 metres around from their goal. Howes in the ruck directs the ball forward, looking for Christopher. And I think that might be DeMarcy spinning through there, dispossessed. Benalla player tackled immediately, no clearance, so we'll get another ball up. And Christopher it was applying the tackle there to Marcus O'Brien.
So Benalla once again are just shutting down and having the stoppages, trying to control the tempo of the game. Umpire threw it up, players jumping in, no one get it out wide. Quick kick by that man in
Oh, yeah, good spoil.
Bennett. Out to 21, who is...
Very athletic play there by
James Dunn.
By Dunn. Nearly screwed that around for a score, but it hit the point post, so there'll be a throw in right forward pocket.
Good job done.
Good job. Well done.
Well done.
Well
yes.
done.
Not like my steak, which I prefer medium rare. If anyone's listening, thinking of cooking me a steak.
Kathy.
Howes gets the ruck tap out that time in the back pocket, but Carswell tackled by a couple of Saints, and we get a ball up.
Had a nice ribeye last night.
Oh, now.
Yeah, oh, it's beautiful.
Howes gets the tap out to German. German with a little kick goes looking for Carswell, but it's missed the target, gone to the boundary line, and good hassling from Tommy Gardner forces the ball out of bounds 70 metres from the Saints' goal.
So the umpire had to retrieve the ball. Okay, so he's going to throw it in here to the right of our box here, which is on the scoreboard side. Throws it over, off hands. Howes, quick pick off for the pack, kicks it towards the boundary line again, and it'll be a throw in, just along from the beautiful toilet block of the next to the playground.
Right in front of the electronic scoreboard, he did it at the rec reserve, and that was good roving by Howes. He roved his opponent Ruckman's tap, got the ball forward for the Eagles, so just slightly the attacking side of centre wing. Press boss side of the ground, the umpire throws it in, Howes in front, gets the tap out looking for Guy Murray, he comes through,
well
handballs to himself, heading for the boundary line. Davies there, tackles down the ball. Guy Murray again. Check side, kick inside attacking 50. Sheehan comes out, is dragged off the ball, no free kick. Umpire says that's no free kick against Benalla there. Looked like no disposal there from Chris Welsh. Eventually the Eagles force the ball out of bounds. Inside attacking 50, 40 metres from goal, left half forward flank.
Just like to see Jamie Sheehan, instead of using his body, just use his skill to run at the footy and take them on. Just seems to be bodying the players, and it's just not working for him at all. Good hands though, he's popped it out there to Howes, couldn't get it. Quick kick by that man in number 2, which is Welsh, up in the air, taken off the pack, and Lockie Christopher takes over the boundary line. Virtually the same spot it was in about 2 seconds ago in front of that wonderful toilet block.
So 55 metres from the Mansfield goal as they attack to the Mount Buller end in there, in left half forward.
Playground side of the ground.
Boundary umpire tosses it high into the sky. Marchbank in front for Benalla. Fists the ball forward. Bartlett gets it for the Eagles. His handball's chopped off. Ross Brown trying to get a clearance, but he's tackled immediately. And we'll have a ball up. So not much distance gained there by either side. Howes in the ruck. Is outpointed that time by his Benalla opponent. The ball comes along the wing.
Well done, young Jaden
Howes dragged off the ball. The umpire says it's a free kick to Benalla. Plays advantage. Morgan plays on. Goes to centre half forward. It'll be Warnock out in front of Walsh.
That's holding the ball.
I would think that is holding the ball. The umpire says no prior opportunity.
David, he's gone to ground with the foot in his hands and hasn't bothered to release it.
You're going to make an effort. It was a good tackle. Well done
Howes.
from Walsh.
Oh, nice tap by Howes. Quick kick. That's Jaden Howes. Jacob, sorry, older brother. And Sheehan couldn't pick it up. Player from Benalla runs away from him. Oh, he's kicked it out in the full. Right in front of Tony DeMasi here, and he's almost having a party. Oh, and he has given him a few choice words.
So
okay,
German
short. Oh, not a good kick, though.
Ben Fagan.
Oh, shovels it out.
Goes looking for Sheehan, but his handball chopped off. Benalla kicked the ball back. Marks drops a chest mark.
Doesn't
gets
matter.
Around his opponent. Little kick to German. Marks centre wing. Just slows the game down a bit. Comes back off the mark in front of the super box here.
Come on, boys, just keep going short. Cut them apart.
He goes with a bit of a barrel, but he doesn't quite get it.
David.
And Benalla spoil each other at centre half back. Ball's on the deck. And Morgan with a bit of a panicked handball high. And he's tackled. Well done by the Eagles, and they've forced another stoppage. So 60 metres from goal.
Don't get caught in this going long and just to a pack. Let's run the footy. That's where we've been killing them.
Howes directs the ball down. No clearance there. And number 2 there, Chris Welsh, tackled.
The last few minutes, German's been working pretty hard, Dave.
Howes again takes front position against the Uber gang.
There he is again.
Gets a kick. Guy Murray kicks it out of mid-air towards half forward, nearly a mark to Benalla. And the ball is bouncing around. Davies with a nice handball. Back to German. German looks into the pocket. Allen leading back there with Fagan, but the ball bounces and goes out of bounds 25 metres from goal in the left pocket.
6-7-43 Mansfield, 4-3-27.
Yeah, so we've really got a bit of bite at the moment around the packs. We seem to be clearing the ball okay. It's just our disposals just needs to be hitting a target.
So left forward pocket, ball comes back in. Howes directs it down, looking for Sheehan. Keeps the ball in front of him, but Benalla swoop on it. They go towards centre half back. Damasi should mark this, he does.
He'll take it off him, won't he?
Damasi, he's looking for a handball option. Now he kicks it into the right pocket.
Sky ball.
It's out wide. Big fly from Carswell, couldn't get it.
Up.
And will Benalla be happy to get it out of bounds? Might have been a free kick. Lovely work out there by an Eagle. Good pick up, but he's gang tackled. And we'll get a ball up 50 metres out from goal, right half forward flank.
So a good attack on the footy at the moment. The Eagles are really having a crack and seem to be dominating the clearances. Howes, nice tap down again. There he is again. That's German, and Lockie Christopher can't pick the ball up, and they'll throw it in right in front of the Mansfield Sporting Complex.
So no scoring early in the third quarter. It's a tough, tight game of footy. But the Eagles look like they've come out switched on, holding on to their lead. Boundary umpire tosses it back into play.
Nice throw.
Howes again, takes front position, directs the ball down, and
well done, Guy Murray.
Bit of a pack of players there. Force a ball up, 40 metres out from goal. Right half forward flank, up it goes. Howes again with the tap out. Benalla do a bit of aerial ping pong, and the ball gets forced towards the 50-metre line. Big pack of players there, and the umpire will just have to throw it into the sky again.
So the umpire throw the ball up here and right just inside the 50 on our half-forward flank. Jamie Sheehan couldn't get the hands out. Rossi Brown picks it up. Quick hands, yeah, to Guy Murray. Picked off the pack by the Benalla player there. Patrick Marks is going to go at this footy. The bonus here, if it will go over the boundary line, can't quite get it there. Quick hands, back again, Nation, back to Patrick Marks. And I think that's going to...
Is it out on the full? It is out on the full.
It's out on the full.
But he got a fair bit on it, so Benalla will be defending from about 50 metres from goal.
Pushed them back a bit anyway.
And they look to switch it, but they're all marked, covered inside, so they go down the line, centre wing, members side, big pack of players fly there at the fall of the ball. Well done by the Eagles. But Benalla have taken it off them there. Welsh again involved. Ball's on the deck, nice tackle applied by Tommy Gardner, but Benalla come out of there and they go to half forward. Playing in front and marking the ball is Bartlett at half back.
Got to get it on this side of the ground somehow, David. We've got a couple of players free over here. That's the way to go. He's decided to do it too. Short to Marks. Marks should go short again, but he hasn't. He's gone back to where he came from. Oh, yes, no, there is a play out there, sorry. Can't see who that is. 30, is it?
Tommy Gardner, handball's inside to Bennett. Bennett's handball his teammates tackled immediately, but they force the ball forward again. The Eagles. Guy Murray gets the ball inside 50. It's in the right forward pocket. Plenty of Benalla players back there. They're happy to see the ball trundle over the boundary line for a throw in. 10 metres around from the right point post.
They've done well. They've moved the ball forward and been patient. So. Again, Mansfield's got Benalla up against him.
Doing plenty of attacking. We'd just like to get a goal from one of these forward entries. And it comes from the boundary umpire. Howes in front, doing a good job in the ruck. And the ball is forced through for a behind. So the first score of the quarter goes to the Eagles, and it's a point.
And sees Mansfield now 6-8-44 to Benalla 4-3-27. Scoreboard to you by Henry III.
Your local liquid waste specialist. Specialist. Nearly a steal there from Ben Fagan. Gallagher there for the Eagles at half-back. Good hands. Good work from Benalla. They've got a spare player and an open man now. Nice kick inside, tagging 50 from O'Brien. But back there is Walsh for the Eagles. He looks inside for an option. He's got a player on his own. Enriquez in the middle. He's marked on his chest.
He's got to go quick. He's got to go quick.
He does go now out to Bartlett on the point of the square.
This is good footy, David.
And they swap right over to the centre wing, member side.
Lockie Christopher.
Little kick down the line,
Not such
looking
a
for
good one.
Allen, and the ball goes over the boundary line right in front of the interchange bench there.
That sort of movement of the footy is really worrying Benalla. They're just caught on the hop. Mansfield at the moment are really, sharing the footy well, given it's a slippery day.
Right in front of the physios over there on the bench. The ball comes spinning back into play.
Guy Murray's playing a good
again,
game.
playing a good game. Nearly tackled without the ball. Benalla just forced it.
Guy Murray again.
Oh, Christopher's
Lockie
got it.
Christopher. Nation. Rikas.
Inside 50. Carswell looks like he might be drifting forward, is it? Or is it? No, that was Allen. Couldn't complete the mark and the ball goes over the boundary line 40 metres around from the goal. So we've locked it at our end of the ground, mate. We just can't get that goal.
It's good, and a good movement of the footy. They're just nice and quick and crisp, which is good to see.
Crisp, all right, like the air coming through this window is rather crisp, let me tell you.
A little bit crisp, isn't it?
Fresh,
I'll
very
tell
fresh.
you what is really good is Guy Murray's running with Bennett and just getting the better of him at the moment.
Howes nearly got the ball, clean position in the ruck. Umpire says play on. Benalla flipped the ball forward.
Nice, Lockie
Christopher spinning through, nearly got a free kick. And
a bit high.
It looked like a free kick to Rossi Brown, but play on, says the umpire. Benalla go out to half back. And the man with the headband out there's marked the ball for Benalla.
Is that Wolf?
Could be Wolf. Diminutive sort of character. Looks down to centre wing, members side, Eagles fly, no one able to take the mark. Plenty of players at the back of the pack.
Oh, Nation didn't have the footy.
Was dragged off it completely. Benalla kicked the ball off the ground. They look inside, attacking 50. Gallagher comes out, leaves his man. Nearly coughed it up. They just kick it off the ground again. Benalla just forced it
down.
The umpire is
Rolled his
paid in
ankle.
danger. The umpire's paid in danger there. He looks a bit sore, that umpire.
He went down and just rolled the ankle, I think, or something there. Comes this side of the ground. Paddy Marks, true centre half back, goes short up the middle. Oh, it's not such a great kick, but well done. Rossi Brown picks it up off hands. Goes straight back out to the wing in front of the club rooms. Short hands by Walsh. Walsh and Howes.
Yep.
Long kick and a picked off pack mark by Benalla, who come back to our side of the ground.
Well, Ben Fagan's onto that.
Oh, well done, Ben Fagan spoils. Oh, brilliant pick up by Lockie Christopher. Short hands to Fagan. And it's going to dribble over the boundary line. That was good play.
Great work, Ben Fagan. They were looking for a switch to the open side of the ground there. He was onto that and just tapped the ball away from three players. Lockie Christopher was lightning across the ground there, but Fagan's shot was a miss.
Can't be critical of their effort at the moment.
No, they're going very well.
We have it a crave. He's got to score.
Left forward pocket, attacking to the Mount Buller end. Crowd next door in the super box getting a bit rowdy. Marchbank directs the ball down.
That's Tony.
And the ball comes to centre half back.
Young Nation, well done.
Nearly got a clearance. Comes out to Ross Brown. He goes onto his left side, now swings back to his right. He looks inside. It's a good kick.
Yes, well done.
And Rikas marks on his chest at centre half forward.
It was always, you can see that was going to happen, David, but somewhere we were going to score. Just our attack on the footy and our ability to get loose and our younger players to find space. For some reason, Benalla just chasing, in the old days you say chasing bums, running from behind and in front. It's great, it's good stuff.
So great to see the intensity from the Eagles early going here in the third quarter.
Kick a goal, son.
Rikas comes in. He's gone a long way back into the middle. He crosses the 50 now. Right foot from Tex. It's a wobbly punt. It's going to be away to the left, but that Benalla play didn't take the mark and it's gone out of bounds.
Full time of the netball, fellows.
Go ahead, Keith.
Yes, Mansfield 35 defeated Benalla 28.
Oh, 2 on the trot, girls. You beauty. So here we are back in the forward pocket. Mansfield pressing, just got to get a goal at some stage. Howes there in the ruck. Ball's on the deck. Benalla get a little quick kick out of there. And
good work.
Is that Fagan with the handball? Spinning out of there is Wolf.
Paddy Marks.
Paddy Marks tries to get the ball forward. Is it centre half forward? Jack Nation, left foot snap. It's on the way.
That's
it's a goal.
Good one, you young fella. That was sensational. You could see just before that earlier, twice he went through and just kept running with the flight of the footy. And when he hit the pack, he hit the ball. And that he was lucky enough to get through with it that time.
Mansfield now 7-8-50 to Benalla 4-3-27. The scoreboard to you by Henry III. And as Henry says, I am the Turdinator.
The Turdinator, Tony.
Okay.
So Tony's in the box there, looking up at the scoreboard. He's a bit nervous about today's result, but of course be very excited if the Eagles can get a win on the board against the second place Benalla Saints.
So Benalla got extra in the back line now, and Morgan's put himself across half back. Davies puts it up in the air. Is it Paddy Marks? No, it's not. Allen. Rossi Brown traps the ball. Al Bennett couldn't get it. Oh, good tackle there. Gee, that pressure's good at the moment. You know, Cam Hodder have to be happy with the way they're really attacking the foot at the moment. So Mansfield's just continuing on, putting the pressure on, and at the moment, Bennett's looking a little bit vulnerable.
They are, and
over the back of his head
from Fagan, but plenty of Benalla.
Oh, nice tackle. He just dropped that.
The umpire's
he has pinged it. He has seen it.
And it might be Guy Murray, is it, with the free kick?
So Guy Murray's wrapped up the
40 metres out.
The captain coach, and he's just flipped it out.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think the old goat has got it in the foot here. It'll go probably 400 in the air.
From the point of
He's
50.
had a crack at it, though.
He's gone all the way to full forward.
Off hands, Jamie Sheehan, hands.
Handball,
House. Good smother by the Benalla player, who pops it out to number 1, which is Wolf. Wolf puts it out. Gallagher can't trap the ball. He's got support from Paddy Marks, but the ball goes over the boundary line. So well done by the Benalla players suffering there, and young Wolf managed to pop the ball out here right in front of us here in front of the scoreboard. The umpire will throw the ball in, Dave.
So centre wing, press box side of the ground, and Fagan in the ruck for the Eagles. He's beaten to it by on that occasion. The ball gets flicked to the back of the contest. Marks with a handball. Fagan. Guy Murray is tackled immediately.
Good
Marks
pick
again.
up by Paddy Marks.
Handball back to Guy Murray. Murray over the top
tight
for Fagan. He's Benalla opponent there, gets away with a kick inside attacking 50.
Well.
Carswell Marks at a centre half back.
Oh, look at this
and
play on
running,
football.
bouncing, and he goes to centre wing members side. Well done, Dan Allen. He gets his man under the ball, runs back onto the loose ball now.
1 on 2.
He handballs it out for Walsh. Walsh looking for a forward handball.
Tackle by Allen.
Well done. And what does the umpire say? Ball it up. Well done, Dan Allen.
That was a really good footy, wasn't it? That's Mansfield's best, just shifting the ball quick, just in creating space.
Great tackle, Adrian. I mentioned this on Friday morning, and a mate of mine from Melbourne last week said, watch that number 21. He's a terrific tackler, and he's done it again out there on the wing.
Yeah, well, it was a really good effort. And you're seeing here Nation, Allen, Lockie, Christopher, the young guys are really enjoying this sort of footy.
Up it goes, centre wing position on the members' side. Guy Murray gets a little quick kick out of there. They force the ball towards 50. Benalla get back defending. Handball goes inside. He was tackled without the ball. Umpire says play on, it's on the deck. Just forcing the ball forward, rugby style, the Eagles. They're inside 50, and Benalla looking for the safety of the boundary line. And I reckon they're going to get there eventually. They run it over, and 40 metres around from the Mansfield goal, right half forward, will get another stoppage.
David, it's Chris Gallagher's work in the last few minutes here. Just the last 2 minutes has been sensational. He's obviously swung on the ball for a few minutes, and it's been great. His attack on the footy and be able to lock it up. So the boundary umpire throws it in the Mansfield Sporting Complex. Both ruckman up. Howes has done a great job today. Taps it down to the front. Picked off by the Benalla player. It's a bit of a sky ball. Young Nation can't get control. Oh, nice pick up by number 1 in Howes. Couldn't mark it. Davies couldn't mark it. Again, Mansfield at the bottom of the pack, as they have been, and that is that man, Chris Gallagher, who's really just taken a step up on the ball and putting some pressure on. So players really desperate at the moment.
So true centre half forward position for the Mansfield Eagles, attacking to the Mount Buller end. Umpire throws the ball in the sky. Fagan goes up in the ruck. He's outpointed on that occasion. Mansfield player tackled immediately. He takes possession of the ball, and so we'll get a repeat stoppage. I think that might have been Tex out there. Fagan this time looks for a clear position. Fires out a little handball. Benalla a quick kick out of there. They come towards the press box wing, leading in the race for the ball. There, number 24 gets a kick inside 50. Good chase from the Eagles from behind. Look at this number 3.
Warnock, and he'll nail this.
He should kick it.
Oh no, he hasn't.
He's missed it and missed it wide. 1 point on the board.
And at the 20-minute mark of the third quarter sees Mansfield 7-8, 50 to 4-4, 28 Benalla.
Bit disappointed with that Benalla.
Yeah, but that's we've got to score. We went forward so often and just couldn't quite get it. So Benalla has swung it back in. This is Wolf.
Great.
Likely type, but he picks it up and spins around and breaks it on his right foot. It's a high ball right in the square.
Gallagher again, back there working hard.
Oh, well done.
Force it through for a point, the Eagles. So another point on the board to Benalla.
Great to see Gags. It's just Gags of old there, David, just really working hard. Kicked out wide here by Caswell. Marked, not taken. Off hands. Wolf, good tackle.
Tommy Gar for the Eagles, fighting hard there. He might get a stoppage. Well done, young fella. I'm going to get a stoppage about 75 metres around from the Benalla goal. And right half forward flank. Howes, Marchbank goes over the top, and Nearly Gardner spinning back into play, but the umpire said it's gone out of bounds, so we'll have a throw in.
So we've got a crucial 5 minutes here where it's probably entering a bit of red time. We don't want to be letting them score. We've got to keep that buffer.
So all the Benalla on ballers in front of the conference here, and the tackle is applied to the ruckman there in Howes, and we'll get another ball up. Almost on the point of the centre square, right half forward for the Benalla Saints. Again, Howes takes front position from Warnock. Welsh is tackled by Rossi Brown. We'll get another ball up. The Benalla players don't seem to be on the move at these contests.
Well, it's really interesting, speaking of Tom Bennett, you know, Bennett and Morgan can't get hold of the footy. They seem to be struggling around the pack. So, like I said, Guy Murray's been running with Bennett and he's faded out a little bit. And so it's good to see that you can shut them down a little bit.
So centre half forward for the Benalla Saints. Ball's just flicked around there a couple of times. They forced it to the back of the contest. Welsh with a quick kick inside attacking 50. Howes back there for the Eagles. Flies and marks. He plays on. Dodges and weaves. Goes around Warnock.
Put a scare. Young Nation can't trap it.
And it's going to come back inside.
Oh, good tackle by Nation.
Well done there,
Gallagher again.
Bartlett now. Handball back to Davies. Handball to Gallagher. And the players are very tight. They funnel it all out to Bartlett. Goes to centre. His kick is gone out on the full.
It's gone into the tea room.
Isn't that great tackle by the young fella there in
Nation,
you know, to just, you know, follow up. He made the bit of the error and didn't trap the ball. But just the intensity at the moment is fantastic by the Eagles, David.
It is indeed, and could be Riley Johnson out there for the Saints has got the ball, centre wing.
I called for the lights earlier.
And there goes the siren.
Did keep him out of from scoring in the red time.
Oh,
which is really good. We're on.
Okay, three-quarter time sees Mansfield 7-8-50, 21 points, and it is three-quarter time here at Mansfield.
Well,
4-5-29.
Barely, but he tells us used to play that song to Kerry on the bus when they went to courting.
Goodness.
There you go, courting. So back in the middle of the ground, Benalla need to kick 4 goals to get back into the game. They've got a big chance here. They go forward through Welsh. He goes to half forward, and Mark's being taken. Is that O'Brien?
Little push there.
Yeah, a little push there against towards Lockie Christopher. It might be O'Brien. He's coming in. I know it's the coach. Morgan's got the ball at centre half forward. He'll kick from right on 50.
There's every chance he'll put this through.
And Benalla kicking to the Mount Buller end. Luke Morgan, little skip. He's kicked it high, it's swinging back. Will it make the distance? Plenty of Eagles back there.
Hand on it.
And the umpire says it's a goal. Carswell said he touched it, but nothing doing. It's a goal to the coach there, Luke Morgan. So good start by the Benalla Saints early in the last quarter.
15 points the difference now. Mansfield 7-8-50 to Benalla 5-5-35.
Just saying before, David, we needed to make sure if we could kick the first goal. I thought it was going to be a little bit too hard, given that Benalla only kicked 4 goals for the game so far. But to turn that around, it's really turned it upside down, and we've got to get this clearance to the next goal.
Put their guns in the middle. Warnock's gone into the ruck. Bennett's in there, Welsh in there, Morgan's in there, so they're throwing everything at the Eagles here, Benalla.
Well done,
Guy Murray.
He could get pinned here.
The umpire says you tried to get out of that. No disposal, and the free kick's going to go to Nick Warnock, right in the middle of the ground. His kick goes straight down the ground. Marks will fly for the Eagles. From behind, the Benalla player couldn't take the mark. Wolf over, tried to get through there, but a good tackle by Jaden Howes. So there'll be a ball up, 25 metres out from goal. Benalla coming hard early going in the last quarter.
Yeah, so the pressure's right on. Turn it around.
And number 15 for Benalla does the ruck sap out, goes to Marks. He's tackled immediately. No chance to get rid of the ball, and another ball up. Brodie Webster into the ruck. So just one of their forwards doing the work down there, keeping all their big men back. Benalla at this stage. Carswell tries to get through. Walsh with a quick kick to defensive 50.
Oh,
and
nice
Walsh
mark.
has been taken out there for Benalla. No, it's number 18.
Bailey McDonald.
Bailey McDonald
Whacks it on his right foot, straight back to the square, off hands. The players are all up quickly by Jay Howes. Another handball there.
Marks.
Marks hesitant. He goes the short option. I don't think that was the one. He needed to clear the ball a little bit more than that. And Bennett.
There's a bit of a scuffle on there. There's a scuffle on. The players continue to fall to centre half forward. No mark taken by Benalla, but they've got the ball. And it goes to full forward, goes over the top of the two defenders and hits the point post. So a throw in.
So Benalla are just throwing all their big guns on the ball. They're really putting pressure on Mansfield now, so we've got to tighten up. Been so good all day. Let's not drop off, boys. The umpire throws it in right near the point post on the playground side of the ground. Off hands by Scotty Marwick. Quick kick. Oh, there's a young kid again.
Yes, he's done well.
McDonald, isn't it?
McDonald, yep.
Yep. Well
plays on.
Same
drives
kick as
the ball
before.
into the pocket. And it's another behind. His teammates remonstrate, saying what's going on, but it's another score to Benalla.
Yeah, look.
So 14 points difference now. Mansfield 7-8-50, Benalla 5-6-36.
All right, so that's probably the bit of a difference really, is we're prepared to take them on. So we've gone well. Caswell's gone wide. Off hands to Davies. Nice. Jaden Howes couldn't get it. Backs onto the footy. Good short hands. Short hands again by the Mansfield player. I'm sorry, it is Jaden Howes. Davies short kick and over the boundary line.
On the full. Oh, it's on the full. So it's 65 from goal. Benalla have got players lining up in the middle. The kick comes inside, and number 32, Marcus O'Brien's got it.
On the 50-metre line.
Take a good kick from there. Man on the mark is at 45, so he'll kick from outside 50. He's gone back with intent.
Bit of a momentum swing here, David, at the moment.
Yes, only 14 points of difference. In he comes.
He's confident.
And he kicks from 52 metres.
Kick.
It's high and long.
Gee.
It's just away to the left.
Oh, don't punch it back in.
We punch it back into play. DeMarcy onto the loose ball, gets tackled immediately. The ball's on the deck now, and plenty of Benalla players there.
Oh, well done.
A little kick comes
Guy
out
Murray.
from Walsh. His kick goes high. We need a mark here, and well done there. Tommy Gardner flying in the back pocket takes the mark for the Eagles.
Now's the time we slow it down, David, I reckon. We just don't panic, just... That's better.
Gardner goes looking for Howes. He's got front position, but he can't take the mark.
Oh,
there's
Morgan,
the coach, Morgan.
Good, isn't he?
Good handball out.
He's caught.
And the umpire's paid a free kick off the ball here. And looks like it's Morgan with the free. He goes inside 50 just. Man on the mark, he's actually on the 50, Ryan Bartlett. And this is Nick Warnock. He loads up, and he's hooked that out of bounds on the full. Selfish play, really.
Yeah, look, it's a little bit disappointing, that one around there. Warnock, he's a very good footballer, but just, without being biased, I think there might be a flaw in his game a little bit around. The guy got so much ability just to maintain consistent concentration. So there's a bit going on beyond the play here as well with Luke Morgan and a couple of our players. So Benalla really working on trying to upset us.
Carswell comes long. Fagan's there for Mansfield. Marwick.
Big load by Morgan, by Warnock.
Didn't take the mark. The ball's on the deck. The umpire has to come in and we'll ball it up. 60 metres from the Benalla goal. Left half forward flank. Right near the memorial gates.
Oh, well done, Scotty Marwick.
Goes looking
too
for
high.
Gets a high shackle and will get a free kick. And
Well
Reekers
done.
drags Morgan off him. And
Benalla going to be frustrated. They can't
Lockie
get it.
Christopher looks for a short option. He's got
Paddy
Marks. Still inside defensive 50. Howes makes position in the other pocket.
Taking control of the game a little bit
looks
here,
down.
Mansfield.
He's
Nice
kicked-
kick to Davies.
Oh, and he's taken the mark.
Oh, I tell you what, boundary umpire, I'm right behind you, and that was out. So anyway,
Davies has got
we'll
it.
have it.
His high kick comes right up in
Down
front
the
of the press box.
line.
Guy Murray.
Oh,
flies.
Murray couldn't mark it. Still got the ball. He's out. Sheehan, short hands. Back to Sheehan again. Oh, nice handball to House. Running through right on the 50. Goes bang. It's coming back. It's coming back. Oh, Welsh marks in the square. Now we're open. Benalla open and taken out wide. 32's gone out there again. Good mark there by 23, who is Thompson. Oh, a bit of a sky ball, but it's down the line. Warnock will mark this from behind. No, he didn't. Got a fist in there, Paddy Marks. Oh, picked off the back by the Benalla player. And he's kicked a goal.
Well.
Oh, no.
Hello, what's going on back here?
There?
Point might have been touched. Don't know where it was touched. Anyway, Howes has got it at full back. He kicks to himself and plays on. Comes out here to Christopher, making good position. Needs to mark the ball. And the umpire is going to pay it.
Lockie Christopher's really given Luke Morgan a bit of a touch-up here.
Yes.
Just Morgan's getting really frustrated. Lockie's just keeping at him. Nice short pass to Bartlett. Bartlett plays on. He's come out outside of the ground.
Oh, we're in
no
here.
players. Scotty Marwick. Oh, nice mark by 14 and Nick Wood.
Great mark, young fella. He goes back inside 50.
Bartlett can't take it.
Ball's out the back of the pack. Howes there will get there first for the Eagles. He can't pick it up.
Get up, son.
Christopher back there. Fires out a handball to Davies. Davies looks inside, goes to Murray.
Kick, but he got away with it.
Guy Murray marks on his chest. Defensive point of the centre square. He looks down the wing.
Get in front, get in front, get in front.
Sheehan in front. Oh, there he goes. Nice mark.
Oh, plays on. He dropped the ball, umpire. Come on. Yes, well done. Brilliant tackle
Charlie
there by
Morrison. Walsh goes inside 50. Dan Allen.
This is exciting footy, Dave.
Goes back into Sheehan. Marks at centre half forward. Too far out to score. But winds down the clock. Takes a few seconds off it.
That's it. Don't have to rush it, son. Just take your time.
So we know he won't kick it, but the umpire doesn't. He goes short to Reekers.
Nice.
Reekers is marked. 45 out, directly in front.
I must apologise, David. I'm getting a little bit excited.
No, it's all right, mate.
But I just love watching good footy. Nice, quick footy, crisp. And the young guys, just take them on. But, you know, the pace is really exposing you at the moment. So Reekers will kick 45 out, Dave.
Man on the mark's at about 42 metres out, so Reekers
43 and a half.
crosses the 50 now. It's a helicopter kick. It looks like it's away to the left.
No one there.
Benalla keep it in. Fagan over his head, goes for the miracle goal, but it's a point.
Benalla play on quick, coming out outside of the ground. Walsh can't mark it. Oh, it should have been wrapped up, but he got away. He's a strong player, this guy. Short to Morgan. Morgan's in trouble. Peels out a handball. This is the young guy here that got the ball before, number 18, McDonald. Couldn't get it. Scotty Marwick to Sheehan. Sheehan sees House. Can he mark? Yes, he has. Oh, that is nearly 50 metres. He has absolutely poleaxed him. And he has paid 50. So should be too.
And
it's a flaw in the Benalla's game a little bit. That's
the second time they've done that.
So you just, if you're not going to get there, you just can't take a player out. So Howes just gets up, tough as nails, and says, thank you very much.
And sees Mansfield now 8-9-57, leading Benalla 5-7-37.
A little bit worried here, guys.
What?
Got the guy who's escorting the
the umpires
down here.
Getting a bit excited.
Going off his rocker. Langy. So, yeah, look at him. That's fantastic. But this is really good, look, for people who follow Mansfield footy, to see some of these kids that are coming through, and just that enthusiasm. Finally, looks like we're trying to get it come together for 4 quarters of footy, which has been a bit of a problem the last couple of weeks, Dave.
Indeed, Benalla have gone back to Marchbank in the ruck, looking to get a clearance.
Still got Bennett.
Morgan in the middle.
Walsh.
Still got Morgan in the middle. Marchbank flies, taps it down
well
to
done.
Brossie Brown. Guy Murray.
He doesn't know what he's going to do with it. No one else does either, but that doesn't matter. Oh, that's cool. No, quick hands. Brown. Rossi Brown, that is. And we're all stacks on the mill.
So Benalla have forced it to the point of the square, right half forward flank. Nearly got out of there, Guy Murray, but couldn't find a target on the wing. Umpire throws it up. And
good tap.
Great tap out.
Oh,
good hands,
up.
Benalla.
They're open, they're out.
And a shot at goal for King.
Good goal.
Looks like it's a goal. 2 two fingers go up. It's a goal. So Benalla still in the ball game here.
So it's Wade King there, and let's see, that's his first goal. He's kicked 1-1 actually, young Wade. So that sees Mansfield now 8-9-57, leading Benalla 14 points, 6-7-43.
Back to 14 points. We didn't need a quick goal, but full credit to Benalla for responding. And the ball comes back to the middle of the ground now. Al Bennett comes out to this wing.
And again, that's basically from Luke Morgan's tackle in the middle of the ground that's just stopped us going forward there. So the captain coach certainly stepping up, and they've got the guns in on the middle again.
Fagan takes his turn in the ruck forward.
Nice ruck that from Benalla.
Great lead.
Well done, Rossi Brown.
Rossi Brown nearly gets a free kick.
Oh, Davies taken high.
Ball
Morgan hands.
Morgan with lovely hands. Marks comes off his man, tries to get the ball. Murray leaves it behind, goes back to it. Guy Murray fights a draw, locked inside the centre square. We'll get another ball up.
I'm calling for Gallagher to come back on the ball because he shut him down before. Do the same thing because some of the stars are just getting their hands on it. Oh, nice. Ross Brown working hard. Pops it out. Jamie Sheen's come up the ground. Quick hands out wide. That's that man, Chrissy Gallagher. Pops it out there. No. Welsh from Benalla on the right foot. Goes out on the half-forward flank for Benalla on the Melt Sporting Complex side of the ground, David. And a bit of luck. Yes, it does go over the band line.
Does 40 metres around from the Benalla goal. Right half-forward flank. Benalla attacking to the Mount Buller end.
Both sides really taking that next step, and you see the A-grade players like Sheehan and Morgan and those blokes taking the next step up.
Fagan coming in to do the ruck work. He will be up against Warnock. And it comes from the boundary umpire, another flat throw in.
Oh, well
Fagan,
done,
Brown to Marks. Marks
Good
goes straight
kick.
up the middle.
Come on,
Allen
Youngson.
there.
Well done,
Gets
Allen,
a fist
from
on
behind.
the ball.
Lockie
Ball's on
Christopher's
the
got him.
Didn't know it.
Benalla are out here on the wing.
They are.
And looking inside is
well,
she's a good player. He goes inside attacking 50 now. Cardinal in front.
Oh, nice
Big pack of players. Bartlett tries to get it on the second attempt. He's dragged to the ground by Morgan. Bennett, well done. And it's Walsh. Walsh comes to centre wing this side of the ground.
Oh, take the mark, son.
Allen couldn't complete the mark. The ball's flicked out towards the wing. It's Marchbank. His handball
well
was
done,
chopped off by Davies, but they keep it alive.
Well done, Wolf.
And Wolf was over the boundary line. And his kick has been touched over the boundary line at 40 metres from goal.
That was, ball was out, David.
It was. He's kicked it,
Second
it from a metre.
Same side, same boundary umpire?
Yes, he was a metre over the line.
Kid's having a crack, isn't he?
Yes. So the boundary umpire tosses the ball back in, 40 metres out from the Benalla goal.
Oh, nice from Fagan.
And the Cardinal tries to get a kick, but it's
in trouble
a
here.
dangerous position. Benalla there, plenty of space.
Gallagher, well done.
Pops it out to Fagan. He'll have to go to ground. No free kick. In there, Reekers, hands and knees. Well done, Jamie Reekers. Gets a fair bit of attention there from Charlie Morrison.
And Fagan's got the square up from before. He's Morgan's just given him a little short jab just there on the chin, but they got away with it.
Up goes Marchbank.
Oh,
Davies with the clearance. Flicks it out, looking for Reekers.
Oh, well done, Reekers. Read the ball better than anyone else. It bounces over the top of Howes. Marwick didn't have the ball. Howes backs up with the tackle. Jamie Sheen, quick hands. Lockie Christopher were out. One-on-one here, which is Tommy Gardner, the young kid. Drilled into the ground by number 8 from Benalla. Well done. That's Tommy Griffith. That's Caden Crawford. Well done. Gardner on the 50. Loopy sort of ball, not a great kick. Off hands. Benalla pop it out too easily. No, Bell Bennett picked it off with the pack.
Kick smothered there. Davies in the van for Mansfield, applying the tackle against the big fella there. The ball is still alive for the Eagles. Left forward pocket. Will it go over the boundary line? We keep it in play.
Oh, nice smother.
And some very tired players out there, mate, as we get deep into the final quarter.
8-9-57 to Mansfield and 6-7-43 Benalla.
I keep saying, Dad, it's so exciting seeing these young guys really having a crack and throwing it to Benalla. Benalla, short, quick kick, up in the air, no player can mark it. Oh, big
over the top.
Yeah, that's dangerous. That's the number 4, David, right through the player. Benalla's been a little bit undisciplined. Reekers takes a good mark.
Centre half forward.
Don't need to rush it, mate.
Man on the mark, 48 metres out. Take your time, Jamie.
Yeah,
just back inside the centre square.
Milk it for time,
Goes
son.
around the man on the mark.
He's got out. No, he hasn't. Well, look, he took him on. That's what I'm asking these guys. Christopher.
Here we come out to Howes. Howes at 55. He's
good smother from the Benalla player there. Picks it up. Good tackle. We're in. Go, son. Go, go, go. Quick hands. Brown. Oh, great tackle.
O'Brien, I think that was. Just forcing
Lockie Christopher, well done. Working hard. Jaden Howes. Back to the middle. Oh, Walsh through the legs.
Blind turn. Handball up to
Tunnel
Allen.
ball at the moment.
Reekers again.
Oh, well done, young fella.
Howes looks out wide. He goes to a one.
Paddy Marks.
Marks.
Hanging on to him, umpire.
Nothing doing.
Nation.
Says the umpire. Benalla are out here. They get the centre wing.
Great tackle. Patrick Marks.
Free kick. Mansfield. Centre wing. Member side. Marks looks inside. Thought about Gallagher. Now he goes short.
Oh, not a great kick. Don't go back in there.
Anyway, we're fighting hard here at centre half back now. Marks will get it again.
He's got a half an hour to get rid of it.
He goes backwards to Howes. Howes goes backwards to Carswell. Carswell pops it out to the wing. Nation.
Oh, well done. He made up a whole lot of ground. Didn't mark it really, but Nation. Quick play on by Nation.
There might be Rossi Brown out there, is it? Or is it Christopher?
No, that's Lockie.
Lockie Christopher's got it. Defensive side of the centre wing, Members side. He goes down the line, looking for Fagan who flies. Can't take the mark. Benalla forces it towards the boundary line. They go back to half forward.
Oh, Paddy Marks has dropped one. No, it's not Paddy. It's Jaden Howes dropped there. Oh, nearly a good tackle by Benalla. It's on the ground. A true centre half forward. Good tackle by Walsh from Mansfield. Wolf. Morgan.
High, it's been touched, says the umpire, so a play on no mark. And he's going to have to ball it off. The crowd wanted a mark, but the umpire was yelling and called it early that it was touched off the boot.
So we don't want a goal here. We don't want Benalla to score. It's still 14 points, isn't it? Yeah, so we just keep that buffer. Come on, boys.
50 metres out from the Benalla goal.
Desperation from a lot of players. Mansfield pick it off. Oh, Morgan again. Geez, been good. Oh, both players hanging on to each other. Paddy Marks uses the body well. Brilliant hands to Jaden. Howes, Jaden to Gallagher. Gallagher backwards. Rossi Brown to Bartlett here in front of the playground.
Bartlett's got it. Right half back for the Eagles.
Son. You don't have to rush.
Looking into the sun.
Well done.
And beautiful afternoon now.
Glistening across the park.
Centre wing he goes looking for Marwick, who's in the middle of the pack. He couldn't take the mark.
Taken out.
A lot of pushing and shoving. It's a Mansfield
That's
kick.
50 metres.
Morgan threw the ball away.
He's throwing the ball away, Dave.
Oh, he's pointed the wrong way, the umpire, has he? Oh, and Morgan's given him a mouthful too.
What?
Yes. Yeah, he pointed the wrong way, the umpire.
Oh, no.
Very confusing. I hope he hasn't called time on. Hopefully the clock's still ticking. Handball comes out to Welsh, probably been Benalla's best player. He goes to full forward.
Oh,
Bartlett,
well done, Bartlett.
The fall of the ball from Mansfield.
Caswell. Oh, no.
Picked up the 21.
Oh, hit the post.
Jamie Dunn, point blank range hit the post.
This magpie was on top of the post and it hit David. He's taken off. He's not going to go.
He's not coming back again.
13 points. From fullback, Carswell goes long.
Great footy.
20-minute mark of the last quarter.
Oh, come on, boys, hang in. Jamie Sheen can't pick it up. Well done by the Benalla player. Dodgy hands, though. Picked up by 27 from Benalla. Goes long. Oh, picked off the pack. Carswell picks it up.
Tackled immediately.
Oh, don't penalise him.
No, he didn't. There's no prior opportunity. Ball up 15 metres out directly in front of the Benalla goal.
Desperately, Benalla trying to score here, David. Putting a lot of pressure on our backs.
All players in one half of the field, so they're going to have to run the ball, the Eagles, if they can get it out of there. Benalla with a full court press, so to speak.
Come on, man.
The ruck tap goes Eagles' way.
Oh, well
Ben
done,
Fagan.
Ben Fagan.
Just won it, and a quick kick off the ground.
Deliberate.
Might be deliberate from Bartlett.
And he's paid it.
He says, throw it in. He says, throw it in.
He was doing a short pass to Rolfie in the count. I think that Rolfie to his name again. Paul in his office.
Boundary throw in at 50. Marwick directs the ball down.
Oh, well done, Scotty Marwick.
Kick goes forward to Fagan.
Fagan's free kick. It's a free kick in or mark, umpire.
Umpire says nothing doing. I'll ball it up 80 metres from the Benalla goal.
This blonde-headed umpire is under the pub.
Right in front of the electronic scoreboard here.
This is good footy,
Up it
Dave.
goes.
He's tough and hard at it.
Marwick again goes
well
to the back
done.
of the pack. Free kick. Morgan tries to take the advantage, but the umpire says bring it back.
Now, they've been so consistent all day this around that those ruck contests, and yet he's letting it go now, and he's pulling them for free kicks.
Centre
Walsh
forward,
is going to have to
Walsh.
pick it up. No, he's under the pump. Oh, dropped it. Just could see that there. There wasn't
Already lost
bouncing
there.
there for him. This is number 18 in McDonald. He's played a good game, Bailey McDonald. Punched from behind, which is Davies. That's good footy, isn't it, Dave?
Out of bounds,
That's
indeed,
good.
in the right pocket.
How much time, mate?
Natives are getting
Let's
restless.
see, it's 25 minutes gone, just about.
So what are we, 3 or 4 minutes to go?
Wouldn't be
There
long
hasn't
to
been-
go.
Long.
There hasn't been many scores.
Third quarter was a very short quarter.
So do us a favour, boys next door, blow the siren.
And it comes into play. And it goes straight over the top of the ruck contest. Looked like a high shot on Christopher. Nothing doing, says the umpire. I'll ball it up. So centre half forward for Benalla. Haven't been able to get the lead under 13 points. Dying moments of the last quarter. It'd be a famous victory here for the Eagles if they can get up. There it goes. Howes again. Great work today in the ruck from young Jacob Howes, sorry.
Yep, so we're just smack on the about 45 metres. Centre half forward for Benalla. Neither ruckman can have tapped out by the Mansfield player. This is Bennett, who's been quiet, had a sensational 3 quarters, but been quiet this quarter. That's his, I think he's nearly his first kick that I can think of, and it goes out the boundary line in front of the Mansfield Sporting Complex.
That'll do us. He went wide, and we're quite happy to let it trickle over the boundary line, 50 metres from goal.
I'd kick that, David. I mean, I would have just gone straight down the middle towards goal rather than going wide, but...
we'll take it. We're out on the half-back flank. Bit of a funny throw in. Goes the fairway forward of
Donald again.
Of the ruckman. In fact, it's gone about 10 metres the Eagles' way there, so the ball up will be at 70 metres from goal. Up it goes.
Oh, good ruck tap by Benalla. Picked off the pack
It's
by
Reekers.
Reekers.
He's
It's a
left.
high ball, and it's going to go to the boundary line. No, it's not. Yeah, it is out in the full. It's not what we wanted.
Centre wing position, so Benalla can reload, but all players are packed in one half of the ground, so it'll be difficult to get a score, you'd imagine. They go down the line. It's a funny looking kick. Fagan
no.
drops the mark at
Walsh.
70 metres out with Walsh, was it?
Yeah.
Ball's on the deck.
He's having a bit of a horror patch the last few minutes there, Walshy.
Everyone's a bit nervous.
Nah.
No, I think we've got him, Jerry.
Cool customers.
Up it goes.
Oh, Howes, he's
Look
had
at
a great
that.
day.
It's 30
Oh,
plays.
Benalla picks it off the pack. The ruckman in Warnock. High ball, punch it over the boundary line. No, it's still in. Picked off the pack there. Neither players can get it, and it's out right in front of the sports first sign.
Professionally fumbled over the boundary line by Bartlett. If you're listening in Keith Paul, he's done a great job there in the back pocket.
Is that Keith or Paul listening?
Keith.
Or Paul,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Paul listening
I know.
in, Keith.
I know. Oh.
Paul's here too.
Paul Mansfield, Paul Keith. Boundary umpire throws it in.
How's
Could
again?
nearly throw it in again.
Oh,
Oh,
is that
bit
high? Nothing doing again, says the umpire. Ball up. 40 metres from the Benalla goal.
Gee, man, Benalla are coming, and they're coming hard.
Warnock trying to do some damage down there in the forward pocket. Lockie
Morgan.
Christopher
Lockie.
pushes Morgan out of the way, gets the ball on the deck. So another stoppage. This is good work from the Eagles, just tying the game up and making it very difficult for Benalla to get a clearance from the stoppage. Here we go again. Up it goes.
Oh, nice tap out. Murray, no. Sorry, can't see.
Benalla player spin through there, but was tackled immediately. So another ball up. At 45. I think they're just about there, the boys. Benalla get the tap out. Plenty of Eagles defensively there. And to get a free kick.
Take your time.
And it might be Patrick Marks, is it out there?
Yeah, been very solid.
Been very solid at
this quarter.
half-back. And he's got a player on short and wide. He goes that way. Could be... Not sure who it was out there.
Caswell
Has got it in the back pocket. Just milking the clock now, the Eagles.
You're going to have to go down the line here, and this is right in Benalla's box seat here. They love this pack stuff. Comes off. Oh,
Fagan.
Fagan. Oh, there he is. That's McDonald. He's so quick, isn't he? Can't pick it up, though.
Well done, Christopher, again. Fighting hard for the ball. And it's going to be another stoppage out there, 50 metres from goal.
Lockie Christopher has just completely shut down Morgan at this point.
Can't be far away from siren time here.
28 minutes gone.
28.
Up it goes from the umpire. Little
quick
kick off
hit,
the ground.
Fagan.
Fagan goes bang to the wing. Back there is Allen, but the mark has been taken by Benalla. They go inside 50 again. All the numbers are back there for the Eagles. Rekas will go up. Walsh goes up. Warnock with a handball forward, looking for a miracle goal. Picked up by an Eagle there. He's tackled immediately, and we'll get another ball up. This time it's 25 metres out from Benalla goal.
Yeah, and young Housey Jaden needs to take the footy with him in the back line there. Just couldn't quite grab it, but needed to. So we're under the pump. We've got 20 metres out from their goal. Benalla player didn't have it, but didn't get a free kick. They're out now. Tackle. There was no disposal. That man Christopher on the bottom of the pack and pumps it out over the boundary line.
The umpires put the whistle away. He's just letting them play, and it's been forced out of bounds.
Well, it's time up because they started 7 minutes early, mate. So, you know, probably done their hour's work.
There's a Benalla player down outside the field of play over there, injured, being attended to by a trainer. Howes nearly got a clearance from the ruck contest, and he charges through the corners. And that's a great victory there to the Mansfield Eagles against the second placed Benalla. Fantastic result, Paul. Give us the final score.
Final score here at the Mansfield Rec Reserve sees Mansfield 8-9, 57 winners over the Benalla Saints 6-8, 44. And if I can find the...
Just to sing it? No.
Well, we could.
I don't think the listeners would put up with that.